Hello folks, my name is Mark, this is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? So there is a journalist named Sarah Jeong, I think is how you pronounce her name, working for the New York Times, who was recently hired, and she has some controversial tweets in her past, and this is causing the alt-right and the white rights crowd to kind of lose their minds because the New York Times did not take the bait and they're not firing her. Right. So, just a little bit of background. Basically, they're the same people that were behind getting James Gunn fired. In particular, Mike Cernovich. I don't know if he's actually leading the charge on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is. But I know that he's done some tweets and some comments on it. And basically, they're trying to do the same thing to her that they did to him. And they found a target, you know, this time a journalist, a left-leaning journalist, you know, and they dug through her past and they pulled up a bunch of tweets and then framed them in such a way to make it look like she was a bigot, you know, bigoted towards white people, right? And the New York Times is basically saying, yeah, we stand by her and you know, we're not going to fire her. And that's making them all go a little crazy, you know. And if you actually look at the tweets that she put, they're not racist. They're not racist at all. Like, I think the most racist thing she said was hashtag cancel white people. Right. But, you know, here's the thing. Like, if you look at some of the tweets that she actually did, they're basically, like, anti-trolling tweets. That is to say, people were trolling her with incredibly racist shit. Right, telling her to eat dogs and stuff, and she was responding back in kind, you know. One of the tweets that comes to mind that she wrote was this: having things you like criticized is not pain or marginalization. Right, that's absolutely fucking true. And how you could take that and say that that's like, you know, that's an anti-white thing is bullshit. So you'll see floating around, you know, on different image boards and things, a big graphic with lots of her tweets put together. You know, they like to do this on 4chan and stuff. You know, read those in context, right? Actually go to the New York Times, right? There's a couple of articles that they put up about this. Read the tweets in context. They're not racist. The right wing likes to paint it like it's like, you know, they're just equal sides. That all the bad shit that they do on the right, then all the bad shit the people on the left do the same thing. Not so, right? This, you know, it's not the same. So you might be saying to me out there at home, like, gee, Mark, didn't you just have a video about how, you know, Alex Jones deserved to get kicked off, you know, right? And haven't you made videos about, like, you know, Mike Cernovich and Milo Yiannopoulos getting deplatformed and stuff like that, and you generally support that? Yes, I have. And, you know, if the New York Times would have decided to fire this journalist, I would have stood by the New York Times as well. Like I said before, the New York Times has any choice they have the ability to fire or hire anybody they want, you know, for any reason, with very, very few slim exceptions to that, you know. I mean, shit, in some states you can get fired just for the way you look, right? In other states, they don't even need a reason. You just, you know, especially if you're like a contractor, just, you're gone. That's it. Out of here, you know. At will employment is what they call it. And here's the thing, right? They're trying to basically weaponize outrage. Okay, that's basically what it is. So they see, like, you know, in the past, all of these people that have gotten fired for saying racist things, people like Paula Deen, I remembered her name this time. People like, you know, Laura Ingraham, right? People like, you know, people who say, like, racist shit, who tweet ridiculous, you know, things, who have, like, statements in their past that support pedophilia, Milo Yiannopoulos, right? Those are all people that have gotten fired from their jobs or deplatformed. Alex Jones was deplatformed, right, because basically his support of the Sandy Hook conspiracy. Right. You know, those people, the Sandy Hook victims, their families, right? It's been like 6 years. Those people are still being harassed, in part because of Alex Jones. It's not equivalent comparing the tweets of this journalist to the shit that these other people have done. It's not even close to the same thing. It's not even equivalent comparing James Gunn's tweets to any of the shit that those other people did. And, you know, but that's the thing. On the right wing, they don't, you know, the people that are actually behind this, the fucking, you know, white rights guys, the alt-right, people like Mike Cernovich, it's a fucking game to these guys, right? That's what it is. They see, you know, here's a guy that we can destroy. Here's a person we can destroy, and we can gain points for our team. They're disingenuous is the best way to put it. You know, they don't really give a shit about the content of this person's tweets. They just see someone that they can fucking ruin, right? And that they can, like, rile their base up, and, you know, people can exploit it and make money. And that's all it fucking is. So I'm happy. I'm happy that the New York Times decided not to fire this journalist, right? I'm happy that somebody out there finally got a brain and understands what this tactic is all really about, you know? And if we just stop, you know, if we disarm them when they try to do it, when they come back, you know, Mike Cernovich targeted Patton Oswalt, right? And so sometime soon you're going to start seeing a lot of garbage about Patton Oswalt out there. And, you know, there's going to be a call among the alt-right and the right wing and the conservatives and shit to get him fired from whatever job he's doing right now and to ruin his career. And, you know what? Let's head him off at the pass. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Examine the actual tweets and the actual comments and the actual things that these people say in context, right? Before you fire them, before you shun them, before you fucking think that they're the worst thing ever and ruin their careers, okay? Because this is, like I said, it's a game to these guys. It's a game. They're not doing it, you know, to actually protect anything or anybody, right? Or to get rid of fucking racists in the media or anything like that. They don't give a shit about any of that stuff, right? They're doing it because it's a fucking game. So let's not play their game. Anyway, that's all I got. Adios.